That's bad news. As California battles some of the largest wildfires in the state's history, scientists say just putting out the flames may not be enough. Cal Matters reports the amount of carbon being spewed out into the atmosphere may completely undo what climate policies have helped to prevent over the years. The scientists involved in the study say that when wildfires burn, only 15% of the carbon is released at the time. However, the remainder of the carbon continues to be released as the trees decay over the years and decades. According to scientists, the carbon that continues to be released would contain more harmful compounds than the original forest fire. The study also warns that future fires that take place over previously burned land would make things even worse. The Guardian reports in the wake of these natural disasters, we may be forced to find new solutions or face even greater disasters in the future. More stories related to wildfires.
Deadly debris flows explained. More than a dozen people are dead and many more are injured after a torrent of mud and debris swept through California's Santa Barbara County last week. This deadly and shockingly common occurrence is called a debris flow, though it's also commonly called a mudslide. Mountainous areas that have been ravaged by wildfire are often susceptible to debris flows. Fire kills vegetation and nutrients in the soil, creating a hydrophobic or water-repellent layer below the surface that increases runoff and soil erosion. During intense rainfall, water that would normally be absorbed into the ground instead saturates loose sediments, causing a river of mud to flow down the slope. Debris flows grow in size as they pick up boulders, trees, and other debris, and are powerful enough to uproot or destroy entire neighborhoods. Many of the deaths in Montecito reportedly occurred while most residents were asleep after heavy rain fell in a short period of time around 3:30 a.m.
Inferno spreads across Canada's Fort McMurray. 88,000 evacuated. An entire city burns as fire tears through forests and wooded areas in northern Alberta, Canada. A wildfire that sparked on May 1st has spread to such catastrophic proportions it quite honestly resembles hell on earth. Sizzling temperatures, high winds, and dry conditions combined to create the disaster scenario, leading authorities to evacuate roughly 88,000 people in the city and surrounding area. Miraculously, there have been no reports of deaths or injuries thus far. Temperatures rose to as high as 32.6 degrees Celsius on May 3rd, the fire unrelenting as emergency crews battled the flames and smoke overhead. A state of emergency has been declared across the province of Alberta for the time being, as a reported 1,600 structures have been lost to the raging inferno among the 7,400 acres of land that have been burnt to a crisp. Temperatures are expected to drop down significantly over the next few days, which will aid firefighters in their attempts to calm the mighty blaze.
Los Angeles hit by blaze of historic proportions. Firefighters in LA are currently fighting the largest fire in the city's history. Governor Jerry Brown declared a state of emergency in Los Angeles County on Sunday as firefighters continued to battle a 5,900-acre brush fire near Burbank. The blaze was 25% contained by Sunday night, with more than 1,000 firefighters from across California currently on scene. According to the LA fire chief, there are over 200 fire engines and 9 helicopters dedicated to battling the fire. 300 homes in Burbank and 180 homes in Los Angeles received evacuation orders. 3 houses have been destroyed by fire, while 2 firefighters have been treated for dehydration. Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti already said the blaze was the biggest in the city's history in terms of acreage. Fire officials expect full containment within 3 or 4 days.
Tourists drive through raging California wildfire. It looks like a vision of hell, but this terrifying scene is what confronted a family of terrified tourists at Christmas. Micah Max and her family from the Netherlands didn't realize they were heading into the heart of a raging wildfire on December 25th. The family of 5 were driving from Los Angeles to Santa Barbara after watching an NBA game between the Lakers and the Clippers. Max began filming as fire scorched the earth on either side of the road and sent burning embers and bush flying onto the car. The family escaped the ordeal by speeding away from the inferno before it could do any lasting damage to the car or their lives. The fire blazed from Christmas night into Boxing Day, burning more than 1,200 acres of land in Solomar Beach in Ventura County. Officials said 2 firefighters were injured in the fire, which was caused by downed power lines amid a drought and high winds.
Faith in humanity restored. As wildfire devastated more than 90 acres of land in California, one man's random act of kindness toward a helpless creature instantly made him everyone's hero. The man had pulled over along Highway 101 near La Conchita after spotting a rabbit near the edge of the blaze. The animal darted into a burning bush, prompting the frantic bystander to jump up and down in a panic before rushing toward the inferno. He then reaches for something in the flames, eventually getting hold of the frightened bunny and carrying it to safety. A news photographer had filmed the daring rabbit rescue, which quickly went viral and made everyone and their mother collectively awe. The hero reportedly declined to be interviewed, but that didn't stop netizens from weighing in and piling on the praise for his selfless stunt.